I'm kidding, she's stoned. She doesn't drink that much. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage my old radio partner, Miss Michelle Tomko. Please celebrate.
Let me help you.
I want like a set.
I'm a giver.
There's no stage.
I'm a giver.
Let me have a place for
I'm a giver.
water. All right. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Cousin Mario's? What's up? How you doing? Why do comedians always start like that? How you doing? I don't give a fuck how you're doing. What am I gonna do? I gotta stand up here for 20 minutes. What are you gonna tell me? You're suicidal? I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and go talk to you guys? It's messed up. How you doing? Yeah! All right, so we're moving up in the world a little bit. Cuckoo's Nest, new location, Cousin Mario's. Cousin Mario's used to be at the Hot Spot. It's a strip club. That's where the Cuckoo's Nest used to be. And let me tell you, there is nothing that tells you that you've made it more as a stand-up comic than being on stage with a stripper pole. That's really where you start to reevaluate your life choices. You kind of start to think, maybe this isn't going to happen for me. But we're moving on up now. I got to wait in the takeout area of the pizza shop. There is no stripper pole. And there is also no stage. How you doing? All right. I know how you're doing. It's Saturday night. You're in rural New Jersey at a pizza shop that serves fish tacos. Pretty much know how you're doing. Don't need to ask. How are you guys doing? Is this a wedding party or something? You're very close. You're very close to me. So you guys, who did you blow, sir, to get this good table? Wow. Who are you? You rate. That's good. Did you go to a Charlie Sheen auction and get those shirts? That shirt you got on? Very nice. Clothes shopping kind of sucks, actually. I know it's tough. It's tough. I was just clothes shopping the other day. And as you can imagine, this job with all of this doesn't pay real well. So I'm sifting through a clearance rack. There's some interesting sizing things going on, ladies. I don't know if you noticed this, but I was sifting through a clearance rack and I pulled out a pair of pants and they were size 16 petite. How the fuck can you be a size 16 petite? What the fuck is that? It's right up there with colossal shrimp and a little pregnant, wouldn't you say? I don't even understand what that is. I tell you who's cornered the market on this sizing phenomenon is Chico's. Ladies, do you know Chico's? Yes. Oh my, one black person. Who let you in here? Wow. Token, how are you enjoying the show? Good for you. Nice to have you. Good for you. Was Oprah busy? Okay. Oprah was a rerun. You're out at Cousin Mario's. Good for you. All right, nice. So Chico's, gentlemen, if you don't know this, Chico's has a sizing chart that is size 0 to 3. Does this mean that they cater to women who are size 0 to 3? No, it does not. What this sizing chart caters to is women who can waddle into a Chico's pushing a size 16P and fit into a size 3. It could be the ugliest clothes in the world, and they often are, doesn't matter. It could be a ripped t-shirt that costs $270 with vomit and dog poo on it, doesn't matter. Because the only reason that Chico's exists is so a woman pushing 250 can yell from the dressing room this line, "Oh my God, I'm swimming in this, do you have it in a tube?" Don't roll your eyes, gentlemen, because let me break the news to you, ain't nobody walked into a big and tall because they were tall, okay? That's not happened. There's only one reason that you gentlemen go to the big and tall, and it's not because you're tall, okay? Penny's Dockers come plenty long, okay? Oh, I forgot. As a female comedian, I'm the closing female comedian. I actually have to read this. It's part of the female comedian organization. This needs to be said anytime females appear on stage to do stand-up comedy. So let me just read this real quick. Dating sucks. What's the deal with mama's boys? PMS blows. Men are stupid. What's the deal with shoulder pads? Yeah, sure, ribbed for my pleasure. Men are pigs. Men won't ask for directions. Am I right, ladies? Thank you very much. That's just something that has to be read. time. 16, petite. I tell you, petite is like a dumb word to use anyway as any kind of an adjective. I can't see where that would fit in to make you feel any better. You know, you come home from work, you're starving. Do you really want a petite filet? Ladies, do you want to find out that you've been married 20 years and your husband got you a petite 3-carat engagement ring? And I assure you that there is no man in the world that is going to tell you that he is a 6.5-inch petite. Okay? Speaking of big and tall, Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh got into a little trouble. I don't know if you guys are up on that. Did you hear he called a lovely Georgetown law student a slut and a prostitute? Because she, wants to have birth control and have the right to that through her employer. And oddly enough, ironically enough, 18 of Rush's advertising sponsors dropped him, and he had to make a formal... Okay, you can clap. All right, liberal media, whatever, clap. All right, so anyway, they dropped him, and he had to make a formal apology to keep their advertising dollars coming in, which ironically is, by his definition, using your mouth to make money makes you a slut and a prostitute. Patricia Heaton got in trouble for doing the same thing. She tweeted some nasty things about Sandra Fluke, who is this Georgetown student. Did you guys hear about that? Did you just do that to me, sir?
Yes, I did.
I apologize. Which eye should I focus on when I'm talking to you? What? Okay, all right, sorry about that. We'll be through this in just a minute. All right, we'll tell some fart jokes soon. Don't worry. Try to keep up. It's political humor. It's all kind of highbrow for our cousin Mario's. Hang on. We'll get there. All right, so Patricia Heaton, she played Deborah on Everybody Loves Raymond. You guys remember that show? All right. So that's some irony, too, that she's talking about Sandra Fluke, because, she's pasty and talentless, so she certainly blew a bunch of people to get that job, right? She had to have. She had to have. I tell you, I think what got Rush and all these fellows upset about Sandra Fluke is that through Sandra Fluke's testimony, they realized how much sex they actually should have been having in college. I think that in college they sort of convinced themselves, I don't think these girls are putting out for anybody. I don't think sex is very important to women. It's kind of hard to still think that when they're testifying before Congress how important it is to get laid. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Lazy Eye even came over for that one. Good for you. Yeah! Don't rip on Rush Limbaugh, but sex, college girls! Yeah! All right. Excellent. Let me grab a sip of water real quick. So do we have married people that are here today? Are there married people? Okay, married people. I just want to ask you a quick question. How many of you are still married because you're still madly in love with your spouse? All right. Do people need to think about it? All right, that's a lot of clapping. Okay, good. Now, how many people are still married because they've seen one too many episodes of Law and Order and don't think they can get away with bludgeoning their spouse? How many people here are in that category? Yes. Right, I've had these days, you're slicing strawberries to put on the oatmeal and you think to yourself, today's the day, motherfucker. And you're slicing and then you went, wait a minute. Ding, ding. They're going to find strawberry residue on the knife. They're going to be able to post time of death at breakfast time. They're going to pump his stomach and find the contents. Going to have strawberries in it. I forgot to tape the handle of this knife. One more day, douchebag. You get one more day. Bye, honey. Here's your oatmeal. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Next day, you're doing laundry. You're at the top of the landing of the staircase, and you look down, and I don't think I can ever project perfectly the trajectory of kicking him down these steps. They'll be able to come and prove at the angle that he went through the banister. I just won't be able to do it. One more day, motherfucker. I'll get you, though. I'll get you. I'm going to start watching CSI, figure out a counterattack, figure out all this stuff. It's going to be great. Weather we're having. Good weather right now? We like the weather? Good stuff. Good stuff. 60 degrees in March. Nobody knows why. Thank God we have Michelle Bachman to let us know the reason. Abortions and gay marriage. Blaming us for the weather. Good for you, Michelle Bachman. Well, it's 60 degrees in March, so I say, hey, support gay marriage! Yay! I like this weather. I like the global warming called by all this sin. Actually, I'm always confused why there aren't more gay people out there, right? 1 in 10, 1 in 10, they say. I mean, the sales pitch for it is fairly amazing. I mean, you can't get married, you can't go to church, you can't get pregnant, and no one in your family will ever speak to you again. Sign me up, right? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. How you folks doing tonight here now?
Good.
Yeah, you having a good time? Are you close enough? Can you see everything here? This is very odd to not have a stage. How are people in the back row? Can you see okay? Sort of from the chest up, I guess you can see me doing okay back there? Guys having a good time? So Rick asked, did someone say they're on for people are on dates tonight, or this is a date for anybody? Anybody on like a date? Or not really? Just a bunch of just white people had nothing else to do in rural New Jersey. Came to Cousin Maria. And Token. Maybe they came to see Token. She might be the only black person in this town. Is that possible? I don't know. You two are sitting close, your boyfriend and girlfriend? Yeah, and you brought her to here? You brought her on a date with your mother to a comedy club. That is brilliant. What is your name, douchebag? What's your name? What's your name? Alex, how are you? And what's your name, sir?
Amanda.
Amanda, do you need to use my phone to update your Facebook status to single, or are you going to give him another chance at this? How did you bring her here?
She brought us.
Oh, your mommy brought you on a date. That's good. Good for you. Wow. Wow. How drunk were you when you agreed to come here? You poor thing. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to do with that. How about you two? You two dating over here? You're, okay, yes. And what do you have to live for? Might as well come here, yeah. You got nothing else going on. You got nothing else going on in here, Alex. This isn't loosening her up at all. Hearing this shit we got going on here, that's not happening. What's all the hands? What are you doing there, sir? Are you masturbating during this? That's not very polite. I don't know what's going on. The chair's lifting up and down. I'm not sure what's happening. Wow. It's a crazy crowd. Crazy. Okay. You know what? Do we have military people here? Any military? Ex-military? Rick's military? I know we have other military people. One person. Thank you for your service. Okay. I have some military questions because I've never been in the military, so I just want to ask a couple questions. I understand. Wait a minute now. I understand the camouflage. Did I drop my lid? That's all right. No one's going to slip me a Mickey, right? I'm okay? Alex, you're not going to slip me a Mickey, are you? I'll leave the lid off. Okay. All right. So I understand the uniforms, why they're camouflage. I get that. Okay, that makes sense. You're going to like hop out of like, you know, the wilderness or whatever. But I don't understand why the planes are painted in a camouflage color. Why is that? I need that explained to me, okay? Does that scare the enemy, military people? Are you supposed to try to make them think you're throwing trees at them? Or what? What kind of... The camouflage plane, I don't understand that. I don't know. I mean, shouldn't the bottom of the planes be painted like sky blue with some clouds, a couple birds painted on the bottom of it? Wouldn't that make more sense? Kind of sneak up on them. Oh, well, do you feel a breeze? Ah, like that. That would be good. I don't know what the throwing of the trees is to them. And the other thing I don't understand, now help me, were you guys over there somewhere in some sort of desert combat at all, military people? No, never went over there? What were you, like some kind of Coast Guard, Nazi thing, just clapping for military? What were you? Did you do anything productive or? All right, that's a no. That's a, no, I didn't. I just took your tax dollars. Okay. All right. Well, my question, though, I don't know, maybe Rick can lend some insight. Rick, did you do anything productive? I can't imagine, but did anything fall in your lap that you were helpful at all to this country?
Went to the break.
Okay, good. Thank you. Good night. Okay. Here's my question. Okay, now we are trying to find all of these, because I've seen the deck of cards that you hand out with all of like the enemies, the Iraqi enemies on the deck of cards. Did you guys know that? They like hand out decks of cards to the military so they can see the faces if they see anybody. So we're looking for all these guys. They're all hiding out in caves, you know. Osama bin Laden's hiding out in a cave. We don't know where he is. Like everybody's hiding out. But they always manage to get the tapes to Al Jazeera. No matter how remote they're hiding, always gets taped to Al Jazeera. Now, why wasn't there some enterprising private that just followed the orange extension cord from Al Jazeera back to the proper cave that had the generator behind it? Wouldn't that have been kind of useful? I mean, I'm not a military expert or anything, but I mean, I think that kind of, you know, would have helped things out. I don't know. 16p. 16p. If you like it, then you put an onion ring on it. Speaking of that, Rick. Shockingly, I know, Rick actually has a very, very healthy sex life. I don't know if you guys can imagine that. You guys know that? Yeah. Semper Fi, my friend. He's got the big gut, but he's very, very sexually active. Well, look around. He fucked all you out of 15 bucks. That's my time. Good night. Rick, give it up for him. Rick!
And if you come back month, I'll fuck you again. Oh yeah, Michelle Tomko! Awesome. Oh my God. Oh, Michelle left her stool here.